Hello, I'm Bernard Keevy. Now, what goes on inside our heads obviously makes a huge difference to how successful we are. But it's a bit complicated, so I just want to explain my take on what the whole process is. So it all starts with, what are our values, our basic values? What do we stand for? What do we see as our mission or our purpose? And that determines our level of motivation. And our level of motivation then determines our attitudes and our expectations, and what we expect to achieve, which then drives our behaviours, which then drives our outcomes. And obviously our goals come in here, but your goals don't necessarily reflect in your outcomes, because you can only control your behaviours, you can't control your outcomes. So what you'll often find is that maybe the outcome might be even better than you planned. So that's the one side. Now the other side, this is the sort of inside your head bit. And inside your head is made up of three elements basically. It's made up of your ideal self. So your ideal self is where you would ideally like to be, how you would like to see yourself. And that obviously reflects your mission statement and your values and your degree of motivation. So that's your ideal self. This is your self-image, which is basically, and where am I now? So am I now living up to my ideal self, or is there a shortfall? And your self-esteem here is driven by how far short in terms of your self-image you see yourself from your ideal self. And the thing is, the self-esteem here sort of pulls all this lot higher, if you like. So the higher you can get your self-esteem, the more you can move your self-image towards your ideal self. And that's why things like visualizing and affirmations and saying I like myself, I'm good at what I do, saying positive things to yourself and having positive images can help you move your self-image now up towards your ideal self. And the higher you can get your self-esteem here, which is sort of driven up, it's like being on a lift, the higher you get your self-esteem, the higher you get up here, the more effective you become over here, which means that your behaviours reflect that, which means that your outcomes reflect that. So basically it's all about how we see ourselves ideally and where we see ourselves now and how much we like ourselves. So self-esteem here is how much you like yourself, and to the degree to which your self-image here, where you see yourself now, is closer to where you ideally would like to see yourself, that drives your level of self-esteem. So the more successful you see yourself as being, the higher your self-esteem. The higher your self-esteem, the more successful you'll be over here. So that's how it all works. If you think that's interesting, have a look at a short video on coachforprofit.com/Bernard. And if you think it's worth talking, then book a time and we can have a brief conversation. So I hope you found that interesting. I think it's a fascinating topic. If you did, if you want to comment or like or share or whatever, that'd be really good. And thank you very much for watching. I'm looking to recruit a business coach in order to help me handle existing global demand for business coaching services. And in particular, I'm looking for someone to run our Northeast US division. If you're interested in finding out more about this opportunity, which involves absolutely no financial risk or upfront investment, then go to coachforprofit.com/Bernard, watch a short 8-minute video, and if you think there's anything of interest there, then book a time and let's talk. And thank you very much for showing interest in this opportunity.